Welcome to today's session. Schedule 2, we have been discussing a small introduction. We have already discussed almost majority part of our discussions on Schedule 2. A closure note alone is there and another topic is there before we get into some of those practical questions related to this. As far as supply is concerned, always there were doubts on certain transactions, whether it would be considered as supply of goods or it would be considered as supply of services. To ensure that all these doubts, to ensure all those different views are put into a final end, we have the government coming out and saying in a particular schedule that all those activities or transaction, whether it has to be treated as a supply of goods or a supply of service. Government makes some deeming fiction. Government comes out and says the activity would be considered as supply of goods or the activity would be considered as supply of services. Now, with reference towards that and more specifically, Schedule 2 activities we have discussed about, you can have a general understanding. I do understand you are all at your entry level for this subject. At an entry level, you can understand like this: whenever title, ownership, otherwise called as title is transferred, it has to be always treated as supply of goods. I may even have a copyright of a music, but what I do is I say I can give you two things. I don't transfer the title, give you the right to use it for your purposes. You give it to whomever you want. You use it in whichever music film you want. You use for any purposes. I may give you a right to use. Alternatively, what I can do is I will sell the copyright itself to you. There are two types. If I sell the copyright to you, then it has to be treated as sale of goods or supply of goods. If I just permit you to use, could be my brand name, could be my copyright, could be my patent formula, could be some technical know-how, then it can be treated as supply of services. Why this discussion is important? So often that one understanding can always help us. If title is transferred, it has to be treated as supply of goods. When title is not transferred, it has to be treated as supply of services. Having said all this, certain doubts were always in our minds. If I'm going to open a business, close a business, in those times, what would happen? In all those times also, it would be treated as supply of goods or services. Moving forward on all those transactions, when it comes to certain activities, more specifically, uh, renting, leasing, licensing, often immovable property. No doubt all will be treated as supply of service. Sir, if I sell an immovable property, be reminded it is an immovable property which is not leviable to GST because only goods and services can come. Sir, if I have an immovable property, but I allow a person to use that space, immovable property space, and ask me to pay rent for it, no doubt it's a supply of service. So this is the distinguishable factor. When you sell the immovable property, Schedule 3 item, sale of land, sale of building, not liable to GST. In case if it is going to be a renting of immovable property, then yes. So coming back here, when it comes to a discussion relating to sale of immovable property, it is not liable. Sir, if an immovable property is under construction of a residential building, construction of a commercial complex, or constructing some structure, civil structures, for which we propose two theory. When the property is sold to you, so the property is sold to me during construction. I went, saw one building is upcoming in our area. I told to my father. My father also went and saw. It's a value for money project. And we have been expecting certain transactions and our ancestral property is sold. Instead of keeping that money ideal, we thought we would invest on this property. Because you told, father analyzed it a little more and thought it's the best deal to buy. And when the project is at the second floor or third floor level, where it is going to be a, let's say it's a eight floor high rise building. So when the project is going to be at third floor or fourth floor, father started making payment of a token advance and periodical payments over a period of time. Over the period of next 1 year, the project is completed. You also saved on capital gains. All that your understanding helped the father to save a lot more tax. Now, our core discussion. Is the flat which has been purchased or under discussion would be leviable to tax? The answer would be a very simple yes. Because construction of a building civil structure would be considered as a supply of services. Except when the entire consideration is received after obtaining completion certificate. Is it still relevant? Yes. You saw a flat, it is a ready to occupy flat, which means you can pay money and go and get into it. Instantly, to your surprise, you had some money with you. You took that money and then provided. If this be the case, if this be the situation, then the flat is sold completely after receiving money, then it is treated at par with the sale of an immovable property. Because flat is once completed, only you are going and buying it. I think we have discussed various combinations for this in our earlier session. I am not pressing upon much. Any intellectual property, you give a temporary right. Let me repeat, that is a very crucial word for us. Temporary transfer. There's going to be a temporary transfer, not a permanent transfer. Temporary transfer of a right to use an immovable. Followed by. In case of software, okay. In software, more specifically, information technology software, the law comes out and highlights to us development, design, programming, customization, upgradation, enhancement, implementation of information technology software. So all those activity of doing these activities would be treated as a supply of service. It could be developing a software. It could be procuring a software from a vendor and tailoring it to your need. See, SAP is universally available. SAP is a product of a particular company. I can purchase that SAP and tailor it to the need of my organization. At least my experiences on dealing with these people who have SAP as their modules. SAP as a whole has about 13 modules. FICO is one module. Like that, finance is what we will link with it always. Likewise for production, likewise for supply chain, likewise for other managements. Human resource separate. One company will, which is a manufacturing company, his core strength is in manufacturing. His SAP will be tuned well for manufacturing related matters. Another person or another organization who's into logistics and supply chain, he's into FMCG business. For him, it is on that end. So what we have independent consultants, we have independent people who go and do the customization for that particular software. Sir, is it every software can be customized? Yes, it can be customized to suit your need. And no doubt it is a service. Likewise, you think now various aspects. Sometimes if you want to upgrade from a normal existing level to the next version, sometimes you need to pay money to the people because you have been using that software for quite some time. You're convenient with that. Take in case of banking, one of the very famous software is Finacle. Finacle, okay, a software, major software of Infosys, originally developed by Canara Bank and then later sold to Infosys for 450 crores. I'm talking a 15-year, 20, not 15-year, 25-year-old theory. I'm talking easily 25 years. And to a different level, that software company took this product by name called as Finacle. And today it is globally present, many organizations, many people. But now the point that I want to drive home here is you can upgrade it. And the software company always work on it. How can I improve? How can I improve? How can I improve? To what, now they think in a different fashion. To what extent I can automate? Based on a trigger, to what extent I can automate? So that my manual intervention is not there. The whole idea of everybody is to reduce to the extent possible manual intervention. As long as it is automated, then the transparency would be high and the accuracy would be high, and other aspects can always be traced. So on all this, people do different activities would be treated as a supply of service, followed by refrain to do an act, tolerate an act, or to do an act. Okay, let me repeat. Refrain to do an act. You refrain yourself from doing an act. Another person, let me repeat, another person has encroached your house. So I'm not able to understand what is this another person encroaching my house. You have a piece of land, father has purchased some 10 years before. Let this land be for the purpose of educating my children. If they want to go for some higher education, at that time, why not I use this land? See, fathers, mothers have their own thoughts to ensure, protect us. So they had this thought, they purchased a land. Very often I call it as Chennai ki mega arigil. Okay. 135 kilometers from Chennai, very little. 135 kilometers from Chennai is close to a next state called as Union Territory, called as Pondicherry. But in any case, our fellows will always say like this. Within 2.5 hours drive, you can go. 2.5 drives, I can go, provided it is a high-end car and no traffic is there. But in any case, our people are good in selling lands like this. But my intention is, I do understand. Today, it will not fetch its value. Next 2 years, it will not fetch its value. Over the period of next 15 years later and 20 years later, it has been proved to us always. It has been proved to us always. Our investments make into 10x we will get minimum. Today we have invested 2 lakhs, into 10x we will get over a period of minimum 15 to 20 years. No doubt about it. This is an experience. This is an experience that we would have come across. 1995, somebody would have purchased a land for let's say 15,000 rupees. In 2015, they would have definitely sold it for 15 lakhs. This is common across all of us. Now, why I want to highlight this is a land was purchased by the family for a future investment. Over a period of time, people progress, and there would be somebody who would be interested in going and settling down there. Some fellow who's your next plot fellow, he constructed his house. When he constructed, his wall is placed on your land. You never visited because there is no need at all, and time passed by. The person is busy in his own aspects. Suddenly, one fine day when he is in need, he thinks, now we bought one land long year. No, what we can do with that? That day when you go and see, to his surprise, let's say about of the 2,400 square feet, some 100 square feet was occupied by that person. Now the person says, sir, I am not interested in buying land. Now you cannot break that house also. He has encroached in your area. Hope you could be able to understand. Your house belongs 2,100. How he can construct, sir? I will demolish him. If you demolish, that's all. Building itself will get shaken. So he is also not interested in buying it. So what he says is, I'm sorry, tolerate my act. 100 square feet, I have encroached you. I agree. Sorry. Tolerate my act. I will pay you compensation of 5 lakh rupees. So a 5 lakh rupee is paid as a compensation you to tolerate his not doing of something. You are an intellectual embodiment of various knowledge. You work for somebody and that other person feels you have an extraordinary potential on a particular area, and he want to cherish your intellectual ability. With your intellectual ability and your efforts and drive to do something, okay, you created a particular product, a particular mode software, something you created. Okay, today we have 12, 13 years kids, I would still say. Okay, kids, I would not say them as a matured adult. Kids develop software, put it on Play Store, and revenues. We are experiencing. We have organization to teach them how to develop products. See, don't ask me is it required, not required. I'm just highlighting what is the current facts. The current facts are like this. We have people like this. We have the youngest entrepreneur in the Play Store at the age of 11. At the age of 11, you have an youngest entrepreneur who puts an app in the Play Store. It's been downloaded more than 10 million downloads, and so on and so forth. So the point that we want to drive home is the moment I see a creativity within you and it is flourishing, I don't want you to be my competitor. I may buy out you. How I can buy out you? I would say, don't further engage in the same line of business for the next 3 years. I would happily say yes. I would not do. Provided you give me this money. You give me this money, I would not do. I know somebody at the age of 14 who refrained himself from doing or developing a software in which he was working on artificial intelligence connected with what physics? Quantum physics, something. He was being asked to drop after a compensation of 30 crore rupees, 30. One of our clients' son who is pursuing in BITS, he is pushing himself to determine a biofuel from aloo, potato. Because always potatoes are available throughout the world. One, I'm not sure how many of us are aware of certain facts. Can we get into a little easy question for the day? What is the world's like the food that is being liked by the world very much? Any rough guess? You can think in two ways. Throughout the world, what is available, and the product which is being liked by many people throughout the world. It's not identified with the geographical presence of India, not within any states. Throughout the world, once which is being liked by many people. Okay. Fried chicken. Pizza. Pizza is an Italian dish. Oh, idli. Oh, give me a morning 7:30. Noodles. Oh, wow. Water. Food didn't. Hello. Soup, coffee, bread. காலையில எல்லாருக்கும் என்ன வேணுமோ அடிக்கிறீங்க. A few of you have been very clear. It's French fries. Okay, good. Cereals. Prithviraj, cereals and all, no one will do. Understand, potato is available throughout. Asian peoples prefer masala dosa. European and American people prefer French fries, and some of them convert that into a potato wedges, or they call it in that way. End of the day, base material is same, which is what? Aloo, which is available throughout the world. One product, one vegetable available across world is aloo. Now, why I want to highlight this gentleman makes up a submission to the this petrochemical companies, saying that so much is potatoes are all getting wasted because of this. I mean, huge production and consumption is not there. Instead, that we can convert into a biofuel. See, this comes from a mind of a person who's 13 and his grooming. He has to yet to see the world, and he's been asked to research only for us and refrain to work from other people. You have to work only for our organization. A BCom student, let me remind it, a college third year BCom student was selected for altogether an electronics matter. You don't know how the interest would come, where from the interest would come, where you will have a liking for it. It will come. You have to wait for your breakthroughs, and it would come definitely. My intention is very simple. Sometimes there are contracts which come out and say you should not do something like this. For the next 3 years, you should not come into same line of business. Then I refrain somebody from doing an act. No doubt it is a supply of service. To do an act is you ask me to do something and I do. It's to do an act. Maybe I am always get reminded and often been a great fan to this gentleman by name called as Vadivelu, a particular comedian from South India. To be more specific, on Tamil Nadu. If you're going to stay silent, okay, I'm sorry, it would not be told more better way than in the regional language. சும்மாவே இருக்கிறதுக்கு 50,000 ரூபாய் கொடுத்தானா. So what should I do, sir? Silently you have to do. You have to stay silent. Chumma, you have to, what you have to do? Chumma, what you are doing? Chumma sitting here, chumma. But you will get paid 50,000 rupees. Is it an act? Yes, you are asked to do an act. If you don't agree to me, you are asked to be trained and to do an act of not to laugh and stand as a statue man in one of the amusement park. I will pay you 2,000 rupees per day for an 8-hour call. 8 hour you have to stand. It is called as call. For an 8-hour call, you have to stand without, of course, you have 4 or 6 breaks. That 8 hours, you should stand without laughing to do an act. I'll give you 2,000 rupees. Otherwise, I will not give you. The point that I want to drive is to do an act. If you do something, sir, if he laughs 2,000, I mean, if he laughs, what will happen, sir? Nothing. That gentleman will not get that 2,000. I've been asked not to laugh. See, you have people not only to laugh, not to move, not to do this, except for the lids movement, which beyond a level cannot be controlled. But for the lids movement, nothing should move. It's a model. It's an organization, has a policy, writes contract like this. Refrain from doing an act, tolerating an act, or doing an act. All are treated as supply of services. Right to all those transfer of right to use of any goods. I think this is understandable. We all can instantly understand. You going to take up some transfer of right to use of any goods, where you can think of a Zoom car that is taken by you on hire. You get a car on a right to use basis. You don't own that car. You get a car on this right to use basis, which should be treated as supply of services. So it will be treated as supply of services, as that is a transfer of right to use of goods. Followed by 2 important words: supply of goods being food, by a restaurant or a outdoor catering. Restaurant, all of us understand, no doubt about it. Restaurant, eating joint, mess, say this, say that. Fellow who serves food, that's all. Followed by outdoor catering, which means somebody who does comes to your place and do a little more work to you. When you go and have food, it is restaurant. Food comes to you outdoor catering. Sir, I place an order through the call and delivery is free. That is not outdoor catering. That is a delivery free of the food that is there in the restaurant. Okay. So coming back here, we will discuss about something else different here, where it's a particular, you have a get together in your family, and for that some 50 people would come, and for that we are going to serve you an exclusive uh, meal which has been ordered by you or selected by you, to be treated as an outdoor catering service. That is what I about to meant. Often on food we had a doubts. Government settled it. Nothing doing. It would be treated as supply of services. Getting into a very new term called as works contract services. Section 2119 defines the term works contract services. So what do we mean by works contract services? A contract for. It is going to be a contract for building, construction, fabrication, completion, erection, commissioning, installation, fitting out, improvement, maintenance, repair, renovation, alteration. What is this? Contract for construction, erection, commissioning, installation, fitting out, maintenance, repair, installation, fitting out, repair, maintenance, alteration, building of any immovable property. I'm not bothered about the earlier words. I'm most bothered about this word, any immovable property. I would ask and want to know from you when you will call something as an immovable property. WCS means what, sir? Works contract services. That's all. WCS. Okay. When you will call something as an immovable property? May I know from you? When you will call something as an immovable property? Quick. Vidya Shankar comes up with a very relevant, very recent and a relevant matter, where when the Future Group was sold to Reliance, its founder Kishore Bayani and his family members have been asked to be out of the retail industry, which they will come up with a ban for the next 10 years. Next 10 years, you should not come in same line of business, they would say. Why? Because you are the creator of it. So, now, in any case, that's also an example. I'm not denying. Very valid example. At this level, if you're going to correlate it, then that's all. Subject will be a lot more easier for you. Come back here. The intention is very simple. When you will call something as an immovable property, I just want to know from you as a layman's words. That's all. A AC that has been installed in your house, will you call it as an immovable property? Somebody comes and installs a TV in your house, TV wall mounted in your house, will you call it as an immovable property? So how you will decide whether it is an immovable property or not? We will discuss that and then get into words, because all these words are not defined. Construction, erection, commissioning, installation, fitting out, repair, maintenance, renovation, alteration. When you repeatedly say no, you will be by hatting all this. That will happen to everybody. Come back here. Intention for us is different. How you will treat something as an immovable property? How do you say this is an immovable property? I asked you some question. You have to come up with an answer. The AC installed in house, the TV installed in house, is it movable or immovable? The AC and the TV installed in our home, the AC and TV installed in our home is movable or immovable? Issue a property that can be passed to the future generation. Oh, so buildings and all, You'll pass from one generation to another generation. Sir, this is my grandfather's building. Then one fellow will come out and hit the building. Then Ashok, one fellow will get motivated from that. We require somebody like that. Then only we get motivated. See, I'm not getting into your technical wording. Don't Google it and get it done to the additional resources. Use your resource. Some understanding we have. Yes, movable property, immovable property. Anything that connected with land becomes immovable. I agree. But that apart from connected with land, something else is required to make it a little more firm. TV is also wall mounted. You put a TV over here, yes, it's attached to a wall. Now, how are we going to conclude that aspect? Is going to be a little more important thing. Yes. Any property that is attached to the land cannot be moved from one place to another. So it's immovable property. Attached means Srinivasan Casey comes up, sir. Something which is permanently fastened to land. I'm not. I'm really appreciate Srinivasan if that is from your. Without any additional resources, you came up with that understanding. I'm absolutely happy for you. At your age, usage of this word without any additional sources. For me, additional sources means you can always ask the master Google. Master Google will serve you with all answers. If it is with okay, you have read what act? Transfer of property. GC Act means general clauses. Agree. Now that's amazing understanding. Okay. The point here is this. I appreciate your understanding. A lot of you are all coming up with this. This word permanently fastened, I've been waiting for it, attached to earth, cannot be removed. Land and land benefits. Okay. Land and land benefits, something which is more directly connected with the land. So when we go back to the aspects of it, anything that is permanently attached, or if I'm going to in case remove also, there would be a substantial damage. Look at my wording. There would be a substantial damage that will happen to the earth. If I tomorrow decide, let me repeat, if tomorrow if I'm going to decide, I would remove all this extra structures and all, then there would be a serious damage that would happen to my earth. Whenever there is going to be extraordinary damage that happens to the earth, it would be treated as a, if substantial damage or extraordinary damage happens to the earth, it would be treated as immovable property. Because let me repeat it, the word, till now, whatever words we have read no in works contract, none of these words is defined, but for two words called as goods and services. Because of this, one generic understanding is always there. We have to groom that understanding. So our understanding goes like this. Works contract means a contract for building, of construction, fabrication, erection, commissioning, installation. I would give you some examples. Let me repeat. I would give you some examples. I want all of you to come up with the answer, whether it is an immovable or movable. That's all. Okay. So you can give your answers in that model. I'll take up one after the other questions that are associated with it. So coming back here, to start with the first question, in a fueling station, in a station where we fill all our fuels, a tank, which is in a fueling station, a tank which is below the land for the purpose of fueling. Is it movable or immovable? In a fuel station, the place where you go and park your vehicle, below that there is a tank. Whether you agree to me or not, yes, we have a land over there. Now that land is movable or immovable? That's all. My question is that's all. Is it movable or immovable? Quick, quick, quick. Because let me repeat it. Based on this understanding only, certain other understanding is possible. So if you don't get it right here, it is getting right on another location is tough. Now we are at only level 1. So we'll go to level 2, level 3, and then your final understanding will move. Naveen Jacob, check your answer. But for it, otherwise, all of you are all right. Aisha, check your answer. Point here is it would be immovable. Understand? I have given you 2 guidelines. Guideline number 1, permanently fastened to the earth. Permanently means permanently, other than temporary. Understand in that way. 2, even if I remove, I have to create a substantial damage to the earth. Remember these 2 words. Substantial damage to the earth and followed by substantial damage to the earth, followed by your permanently permanently attached. That would be your guiding factor to decide whether it is movable or immovable. Coming back here, getting into a next situation. This time it is little different. Telecom tower. A telecom tower. A telecommunication tower. Yes, which is standing some 30 meters height or 40 meters height, which radiates various signals. Okay. Movable, immovable. Telecom tower, a very tough question. Recollect, what is immovable property we have discussed? Permanently fastened. Even if I remove, even if I create it, it is going to create a substantial damage to the earth. Movable, immovable. Ishwar CK, Karthik Narayanan, check your answer. Prabhak Karan, check your answer. Divya Shri, check your answer. Okay. Now, Ishwar P, Shruti M, check your answer. Srinivasan KC. See, towers can be shifted, no doubt about it. But do you think without a substantial damage to the earth, you can just like that remove the tower? Substantial damage means, see that area, if you want to have a 30 feet tower, okay, do you think from the starting itself, you can construct it, or you should also go deep into the earth? Let me repeat. Should you also go deep into the earth through a pile foundation, or straight away you would construct it? On the top of the land, you can construct a tower. Okay. You have to get little deep. Just for your information, if your building has to rise up to 4 floors, means your basement has to go up to 1.5 floors or 2 floors equivalent. Ideal principle, 4 floor up, 2 floor down. Or special foundations. We call it as pile foundations, which means the size of the foundation would differ based on the test of the soil, this, that. Otherwise, I'm sorry, the telecom tower cannot withstand all our cyclones, our rains, hard winds. It has to withstand all that, which means it has to be deep rooted into the earth. The deep rooting into the earth comes from a building. Let me repeat it. A lot of us see the success of an org person, not the efforts, not the dedication, not the time, Not everything put in by him, which is all are his basements. Same is applicable everywhere. Come back here. All this is highly logical, where it has to have certain foundations. Kindly don't get carried away by it. I am not talking of the instruments that are installed. Let me repeat. Instrument installed, I am not talking. I'm not talking about the radiating instrument. I'm not talking about the instrument that gets connected to the towers. No. I'm talking about the structure, the steel structure which is being there. It's done with a lot more logic, and also get reminded it's not screwed. It's fastened. It's closed. It's screwed, and you will weld it so that it does not move. Because high tension wires, if you are not agreeable to my view on this telecom tower, expand your logic to a high tension cable wire of electricity. At least in telecom tower, you don't have the further connectivity which it needs to spread for another 1.5 kilometer in a tower which is in connection with your electricity transmission. You have that also, that connection also. So make yourself little more comfortable. Be reminded that it would be treated as a immovable property. A few of you got it as movable property. Because of that, I'm getting into one more example. A company sells windmill and also ensure that windmill is installed in a piece of land. Movable, immovable. Windmill, no, it generates your wind energy, renewable energy, very popularly called as renewable energy devices. Sangeeta, check your answer. Okay. Among the people who are all answered, logics remain same. Can I just like that lift the windmill, put it there? I can move it, no doubt about it. But that movement will create a substantial damage to the activity would be treated as immovable. Sir, why immovable property? Now connect it with this. Do I have a contract which will allow me to install it? Will I have a contract which will allow me to erect a machine? After erection, it becomes immovable in nature. Windmill, after erection, it becomes immovable in nature. After maintenance, it becomes immovable in nature. After commissioning, it becomes immovable in nature. After construction, it becomes immovable in nature. Telecom tower, after fabrication, it becomes immovable in nature. So, whenever a transaction, I have been involved in it, at that time I'm doing service, but once that activity is over, my service is over, it takes the characteristics of an immovable property. No doubt there is a transfer of property in goods from me to the supplier. From me to the supplier, there is a transfer of property in goods. I supply to him cement, steel in case of construction. I supply to him a windmill product itself in case of erection of windmill. Sometimes it could be erection of a plant. Let me repeat, plant. I'm not using the word mission, plant. A car manufacturing assembly line plant. Starts from the center chassis, which has been fitted into the robotics welding, robotic fabric unit. From there, it moves to the next 18 processes, including the dipped painting modalities, and you get as the final product as in the assembly line. It's assembly line, complete assembly line, done for 6,000 crores. In Sri City, you have the very recent company who installed this. 6,000 crores assembly line, Kia Motors, person before us. That assembly line, we'll call it as, no doubt, immovable property. Just like that and all, you cannot remove. It's a complete connection. It goes by certain logic. The car would move from here to here to here to here to here at this level. In between and all, I will not. Everybody has a time. Everybody has to do within a time. Things are all here. Now here, if there is a transfer of property in goods involved in it, yes, I am transferring property because I supply material, steel, machine, equipment, fittings, this, that, furniture. Yes. it would be treated, that contract would be treated as a works contract. Sir, in nutshell, what you are trying to say, wherever you're going to supply goods and use that goods in providing services, so there is goods, there is service, but after that, it turns out to be immovable in nature, then the activity would become a works contract services, very popularly called as WCS services. Hope you understand. So if someone tomorrow test you in terms of the exam perspective, if they come out and say a company is involved in installation of a solar system, solar power generation system, I'm sorry, not solar system, solar power generation system for 110 megawatt in a 4-acre land, where they put up the panel, this, that, chain, connectivity, everything, place the solar cells, and upon of which they'll connect to it and completely run everything through that. That solar power generation system is movable or immovable. If you say it is immovable, will it be covered under works contract service or a sale of solar power system? Is it a goods sale of solar power system, or it is going to be a works contract services? Answer would be, it would be a company whose main business is selling up solar power system panels. It would be works contract service, and in nutshell, it would be treated as supply of services, or it should be a sale of solar power system. It would be treated as works contract services because there is an immovable activity associated with it. On that immovable activity, you do a construction related aspects, so or assembling related matters. There is an immovable property, there is an assembling, there is a transfer of goods. It will be treated as works contract services. If it is a works contract service, it would be treated as supply of services. So does all works contract services are supply of service? Yes, because in all works contract there will be material, there will be labor. After usage of that material, it will turn out to be an immovable property. So tomorrow someone should not come out and say immovable property not liable to GST, blah blah blah. No, it's treated as a supply of service. Any goods supplied by a club or association would be treated as supply of service. Any goods supplied by club or association to its members would be treated as supply of goods. So this would sum up our discussion relating to all those transactions of Schedule 2, where the activities comes out and says whether it would be treated as supply of goods or supply of services. So, sir, what I would be tested from an exam perspective? Often we have doubts on those. 2-3 aspects. First aspect, government may test you in terms of, examiner might test you in terms of whether a particular transaction is a supply of goods or supply of services. President comes out and says, they simply say, I would also take up the question in the same way. I want all of you to answer in the chat box, or virtually you can answer to yourself. Be honest to yourself. Mr. R rented his house to an individual. Is it a supply of goods or a supply of service? Mr. R rented his house to an individual. SOS, SOG. That's all. All of you are right. You could able to get that confirmed. A company which is in the process of liquidation. A company which is in the process of liquidation. This company has sold all its machinery to everyone. I mean, whoever is interested in buying it. Will it be treated as a supply of goods or a supply of service? A company which is in the process of liquidation, whatever assets that are there, they sold it. Obviously, title would get passed. Priya, check your answer. Obviously, title would be passed, but again, we had a discussion about it. Would be treated as supply of goods or supply of services? Quick. Whoever answered till now, all of you all right, it would be treated as supply of goods. Okay. Followed by R Limited has sent raw materials to S Limited. After sending raw materials to S Limited processed the raw materials and sent it as a finished goods back to R Limited. It would be treated as a supply of goods or a supply of service. The last three questions are the sample. If all of you got it right, okay, I think you understood schedule 2. That's all. That is the intention. Prem Kumar, check your answer. But for Prem Kumar, whoever answered, all of you are as of now through. It would be treated as supply of services. Job work, treatment process on another person raw material would be treated as supply of services. But for it, I don't have any challenges on schedule 2. In fact, schedule 2 is one of the easiest schedule. The only thing is we need to know more about certain businesses. That's all. I would not ask construction. I would not ask works contract because we have dealt in a detailed individually on various examples. Consciously, I refrain myself from asking question on that. Coming back here, getting into a further discussion on this topic before we close on this topic. Composite supply, mixed supply, two words. Sir, what is this composite supply and what is this mixed supply? From the day in which my country is exposed to a Italian food by name called as pizza, okay. From that day, my country somehow wants everything in combo. So what is this combo? Combo, combination, short word. Professional, pro, like that. Combo, brother, bro. So this combo, okay. I have here a person who transport passengers by rail. As part of his process of a particular train, he serves food. He transport passengers by rail. He serves food. Okay. Two activities he do. The rate of tax for transportation of passengers by rail is 5%. The rate of tax for transportation, the rate of tax for outdoor catering or food, supplying food is 18% GST. So the question that comes up to us is, whether it would be treated as a composite supply or it should be treated as mixed supply. In fact, why I have to raise this question, sir? I'll ask in this way, layman's language. Should I need to pay tax at the rate of 5%? Should I need to pay the tax at the rate of 18%? A wise man came out and told, for the transportation of passengers, you pay 5%. For the food cost, you pay 18%. An interesting aspect over here is, an interesting aspect associated over here is, I don't know my split. I collect from my customer 1,000 rupees. I have to transport my passengers. When my passengers step into my vehicle, I have to give him a water bottle, give him that day's his regional choice of vernacular paper and an English paper. Again, I have to give him a welcome drink, followed by a breakfast, and then serve him with an additional coffee. If he is forming part of the executive class, a continental breakfast, then a regular breakfast, then coffee, then the mid coffee or tea. then lunch, then by the time the destination would come. I collect a wholesome 1,000 rupees. It's an experience by itself. I'm not sure how many of you had the opportunity to travel on a Shatabdi train. I always enjoy that travel. Been enjoying travel, enjoy all kind of travel. On that, Shatabdi is an experience by itself. Not only for the air conditioned environment, rain, speed, less stops. It's an emotion. You have to go sit there. He'll give you water. Okay. See, then he instantly serves you a welcome drink. You'll drink it. And by the time you have to relaxly do all this. Once your welcome drink is over, he'll give you a continental breakfast. Once a continental breakfast is served to you, which basically your bread, two-piece butter, and a jam, you have to take the butter and spread across through the bread. You have to enjoy in that on your go, on the wheels. Okay, when you enjoy all this, it will be a different experience. I wish and pray all of us undergo all these experiences. One of my preferred train to Bangalore is always. In fact, we always give our office interns, if you want to give a punishment, we will book them an aircraft. In our office, punishment is booking an aircraft to Bangalore. If in the same way, if it is a blessing from our office, is again booking a Shatabdi train, executive class to Bangalore. Okay. So why you call it as a punishment? Air travel, sir. Air travel, correct. Hearing is at 9:30 at Bangalore, main area by name called as Majestic. 9:30 Bangalore Majestic he has to be means minimum. Of course, 10 o'clock only hearing starts. 9:30 has to be means. Sir, he will take a flight, 40 minutes only air time, sir. Correct. For Bangalore, first flight is at morning 4:30. An international aircraft. Okay. Which goes to Chennai, Bangalore, Trivandrum, Bali. It's basically a Bali aircraft. Goes to Indonesia, Bali. It goes and touches Bangalore and go. That is where you will get the ticket at 1,450 prior to the testing times. Prior to testing times when it is available, 1,450 rupees. That's all, sir. Bangalore, that's all. You should go 4:30. You have to step in and get an aircraft. It means minimum reporting time 3:30 if you are a domestic passenger. If you want to be in the airport by 3:30 and someone should know that this is an international aircraft. This is AI-9. So AI-9, the number starts with Air India 9. If it starts with 9, then it's an international aircraft. I should go there. Fellow will go to domestic airport. From there to here, he has to run. Okay. So he should be first aware that's an international airport. So I should go to the international airport, not to the domestic terminal. I'll rephrase it. Not to the domestic terminal, to an international terminal. Then getting into that international airport, getting into it, checking it, 3:30, 3:45 is the grace time to him. By 3:45, he should have had the boarding pass, then that has completed a security check-in and he has to pass through and get into the aircraft. If somebody has to be in the airport at 3:30, minimum 2:30 he has to wake up. Definitely 1 hour for all his traveling time plus his personal time for others. If he has to wake up at 2:30, he should minimum go to bed by 9:30. At 11:30 only I leave him from my office. After all submission notes, this, that and all. Because it's a punishment. It's a punishment. Silently we will do this. All partners will book a flight, ask him to go and make a submission next day morning at 9:30. If I leave him at 11:30, he will go to his house at 12:30. He will sleep at 12:30 after consumption of food. Or otherwise, we'll take care of him at the office sometime. Sometime we'll take care of him. Sometime more rigorous punishment means we will not provide food. We'll only provide snack even at 8:30. Okay. So that if he goes and consume food at 10:30, that's all. Mark, my dear, it's all punishment. 10:30 if you consume food and if you wake up 2:30 in the morning, then only you'll know what is the challenge. Okay. For the next 5 minutes, Once you wake up, your digestive system, your sleep is not sufficient to digest the food that is being consumed. You require an additional 2 more hours sleep. Minimum of 5 hours sleep is required for me to digest my food that was consumed half an hour before me to sleep. Done. Damage is done, whatever to be done. Then 2:30 he has to wake up. Obviously, he has to refresh himself. Otherwise, whatever he want to do, let him do. That's his personal choice. I'm not bothered about it. Step out of the house. Of course, cab and all will be there. Cab will report at exactly 3 o'clock. He has to step into the cab. Cab will drop him. That are all taken. Again, what is the punishment, sir? He is going to get down at Bangalore. There is going to be another cab. Correct. There is going to be another cab. From Bangalore airport to Bangalore city is going to be another 2 hours. Bangalore traffic is what? When you are in Bangalore roads, you will know. 7:30 in the morning on the Bangalore airport road, you will see completely jam-packed. And their rigorous punishment means we will say you take a bus which will be there in that particular station, take a ticket to Majestic which will cost you only 400 rupees. If he is not a qualified, then he'll be given only 400 rupees to travel to Majestic. 2.5 car means 2 hours you can reach. Bus means 2.5 hours to 3 hours it will take. The fellow has waked up in the morning at 2:30, went to bed at 11:30. He will go 9:30. No doubt, he'll make his submissions, get an adjournment sometime, just submit and come back sometime. When he comes back, he'll come back through a train. Okay. Mark my word. To the contrary, alternative route, I would say. Take a Shatabdi train. Early morning starts at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Dot 6. Maximum 6:2. He will start. Japanese time. 6:00 or 6.01, 6.02. That is the grace time. 6. You'll be taken care like a baby in the car. Okay. That to executive car. Everything will come to you. Have a nice extra nap and go land at 10:30, 10:45 to the same Majestic. Only difference is 1 hour delay. Nobody can reach at 9:30 there by waking up early in the morning 2:30. Understand, life would be different when you wake up at 5 o'clock. Life would be different when you wake up at 2:30. Again, it's all depends upon person, age, enthusiasm, many things. Sir, have you underwent all this? I have underwent many times all this. So then to what extent I've been punished, you all understand. So one fellow speaks so much about it, then he should have experienced all. Okay. And it's all part of it. It's part of it. Silently we do. Punishment, people in our office, everyone knows. Punishment means sending somebody to Bangalore in aircraft. And that people many times enjoy, inherit that feeling. First time they'll have aircraft experience. I'm sorry. I would definitely, honestly, I'll make a confession that my first air travel is post qualification. First air travel. Somehow I have innate feeling my air travel should be paid by the client. You don't ask me why and all. It's all small feeling we will have as on our age. My first air travel should be paid. Of course, as a need, as a family, as a personal human being, I never had an opportunity to travel for my personal need at all. Today's generation is little different. I always envy with my only son. I don't envy with anybody else. What I have been experienced at the age of 24, this gentleman is, I would not say gentleman, this small kid is experiencing at the age of 3. Of course, it differs. Its exposure is different. For some of us, we would have experienced, some of us, we have to experience. It's all experience by itself. First aircraft travel is first aircraft. I know personally people who have never traveled in train itself. First train was our official office tour train. I was surprised to know because everything is an experience by itself. You have to threshold it. First air travel is air travel. Second air travel and all, you don't be bothered about it. After that, there are days we have traveled more than almost in a week, 4 days, 5 days we have traveled. It will be something like our 29C bus. That's all. Nothing great about it. It's travel. You have to go get in. Certain formalities, procedures, modalities that are there. Now, on the testing times, travel is all different. but points that I want to drive home. In the whole example that we discussed, there is going to be a travel, there is going to be a food associated with it. In an aircraft travel, there is a travel, but foods are all not mandatory. It will not be mandatorily served. You have to procure it. So, why you are discussing about it? There is a term called as composite supply. Composite supply means a supply made by a taxable person, of course to a recipient, consisting of two or more taxable supplies of goods, services, or both, or any combination. I have goods 1, I have goods 2, both together is sold. I have service 1, I have service 2, both together is provided. I have goods and I have services. So how that is possible? You went to a showroom, let's say Vasant & Co showroom, one of the gentlemen we always get inspired from South India, the departed soul as of now. This gentleman, this particular organization, we went and procured an air conditioner for 35,000 rupees. They say, don't be bothered about it. Installation, we will come and do at our home, at your home. Delivery, we will do it by ourselves, 35,000 rupees. They are supplying our goods, G1, service 1, delivery to your house, service 2, installation. All three, 2 or more goods or services or any combination thereof, which are, this word is important, naturally bundled, which are naturally bundled, supplied in conjunction with each other in the ordinary course of business. In an ordinary course of you doing business, when I go and buy a refrigerator, you come out and say to me that, don't be bothered about it, sir. Pay us 50,000 rupees. We will deliver you this refrigerator in your home. We will also engage a person to ensure a basic installation of this is being taken care. All is in our scope only. For all this together, you are paying 50,000 rupees. Then maybe out of curiosity, I'll ask how much is for installation, how much is for transportation, how much is for product. Because he knows me, he says me, sir, 48,000 is the product. Installation is 1,500 charges and 500 is transportation. Installation services are liable at 18% GST. Product is liable at 28% GST. And services are liable at 5%. You can ask me, sir, why you are talking about rate of tax and all? See this section 8, which we are going to learn. The topic that we are discussing, composite supply or mixed supply, is more relevant with rate of tax. I have a Lysol washroom cleaner. I have a Lysol floor cleaner. Both are wrapped together and sold for a single price. Washroom cleaner liable for 18% GST. Sorry, 12% GST. The floor cleaner is liable for 18% GST. What GST rate should I pay? Both are sold for a single price, 150 rupees. At what price I have to pay GST? Sorry. At what rate I have to pay GST? Do I need to pay 12 or do I need to pay 18? I supply a mobile phone. Though I supply a mobile phone, it has inside 3 major elements: the mobile phone, the headset, and the charger. The headset and charger are liable at 18% GST, whereas the mobile phone liable at 12% GST. Sir, it is devised and given like this. Yes. But I only buy from those people, put it in a box and also put a user manual and send it to the customer. Plus, I also provide warranty services. Keep reminded that 1 year manufacturer warranty is a standard in the products. I provide warranty services. I supply products, which is a mobile phone. I also supply a headset to it, charger to it. Combination, 2 or more. Is it a composite supply or mixed supply? Do I need to charge rate of tax as 18% or 12%? Doubts are there. So in a situation like this, how should I am going to decide? You should first make a test whether it is a composite supply or a mixed supply. So composite supply means what? There is a supply, two or more items of goods, services, any combination, which are naturally bundled, supplied in conjunction with each other in the ordinary course of business, of which one is going to be a principal supply. Sir, what do we mean by principal supply? You have a definition for the term principal supply. The one that consists of the predominant element of a composite supply. In a supply of mobile phone, what is going to be your predominant element? In a transportation of passengers by rail, what is going to be your predominant element? The supply of food or the supply of transportation service? Think in that way. Because in a composite supply, only one thing will be predominant. Rest all is going to be ancillary supply. So if something is fitting this definition, then it would be treated as a composite supply. If something does not fit this definition, then it has to be treated as a mixed supply, where two or more individual supply. It can be sold individually by themselves. Individually, it can be sold. But they are brought together, made in conjunction with each other for a single price. Two items can be sold individually by themselves. Those two items are brought together for a single price, then where that supply does not constitute a composite supply, which means what? If it is a composite supply, it cannot be a mixed supply. First, if it is not a composite supply, then only it can be what? Mixed supply. Sir, why we have to break our head on composite supply or mixed supply? For which your answer is over here. If it is a composite supply, the rate of tax will be the rate of tax of your principal supply. If it is a mixed supply, then the rate of tax will be rate of tax of whichever is high. See, how much ever we discuss on this topic, it's an experience by itself. It's a learning that will come over a period of time. We will take up one of other examples, try to understand through those examples whether it is a composite supply or not, and it is fitting it or not. A headset, a charger, a mobile phone, and a warranty for 1 year. 4 items are combined together, supplied in conjunction with each other, which are normally and naturally bundled by every supplier of mobile phone in their ordinary course of business. Now, this box that you see is a composite supply or mixed supply. I want an answer. The more you participate, the more you can understand. If you felt works contract itself is little, sir, it's going above my head lightly, composite supply, mixed supply will go above your head only. You have to pull it down to your head because it's a real practical discussion. It's not an academic discussion, not like other provisions you can academically learn. Every time you will have a doubt. First test, composite supply only. If it is not a composite only, you'll go to mixed supply. I'll keep my definition open. 230, see, every time every goods comes, you should first test composite supply only. If it is not a composite supply only, it will be treated as what? A mixed supply. So is it satisfying the definition of composite supply? There is a supply of a goods by one person to another. Yes. It consists of two or more goods or services in any combination. Yes. Is it naturally bundled? Ask them. Sir, how do I know naturally bundled? You can have two thumb rules. Everybody in the business will do like that. First thumb rule. Then it is naturally bundled. Or by seeing certain transaction, you itself will have an innate feeling it should be naturally bundled like this only. Okay. This is meant for this purpose only. Okay. Maybe that decision That innate feeling will come over a period of time. Now it is not expectable. Maybe I would recommend you to keep the industry standards as a benchmark. In that industry, if everybody will do like that, it should be treated as naturally born. No? Yes. Bala. 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 Anga, anga. So coming back here, points for our discussion on this is: check, you have a mobile phone, you have a headset, you have a charger, you have a warranty for a period of 1 year given. Is it a composite supply or mixed supply? When we get into that question, it would be treated as a composite supply. I'll give you another example before we move forward on certain other examples. Here you have a air conditioner which is sold by a home appliances showroom. This air conditioner is sold plus installation is done. Air conditioner plus installation. Composite supply, mixed supply. Go ahead, read through the definition and then come up. Air conditioner is supply along with transportation of goods and installation. Air conditioner 28%. Installation is going to be 18%, and transportation is going to be 5%. So composite supply or mixed supply. Ishwar and Harish, can I know the reason why it should have been treated as a mixed supply, including Dheeraj who just responded? Can we say it should be why it is mixed supply? It should be a composite or mixed supply. Harish or Dheeraj? Yes, I'm agreeable to whomever answered as composite supply. If in case you answer mixed supply, I just want to know your reason. Okay, so that I can just identify and plot you what is the difference. Don't come out and say single price. In composite supply definition, there is no single price. In composite supply, first you will ask, are there two or more taxable supply of goods or services? Then a next question will come, is it naturally bundled? Then a next question will come, of this one is going to be a principal supply. Then it should be treated as composite. If you have doubts, yes, you can raise hand. I can unmute you. Okay, make yourself more comfortable because this topic has its own aspects. And this topic is a lot more important. 4 mark is guaranteed on this half an hour discussion. Yes, Srinivasan. Srinivasan, yes.
Sir, I have a doubt in that mobile phone example, sir. In that, the mobile phone, the charger, the headset, and all other appliances are independent of each other only, no, sir. They can be sold even as separately, no, sir. Then why we are treating it as a composite supply, sir?
Because it is independent only, we need to bring it here. All are put it in a box, correct?
Yes, sir.
You are buying that box because there is a beautiful charger in it, or because there is an extraordinary headset which gives you a great enjoying experience, or are you buying it for a predominant or a principal supply in it?
Predominant, I'm buying it for a mobile phone, sir. I'm only looking at the mobile phone.
But other two are now what?
Additional.
Predominant supply or a principal supply, or it is an ancillary supply.
Ancillary supply.
That's all. So there would be possibilities. Sometimes products have principal supply and ancillary supplies. When you have a product which is a principal supply and ancillary supply, you should be in a position to distinguish that this is my principal supply, rest all are ancillary supplies. then it would become a composite supply. And that bundling of yours should be so natural. It's not artificial. That's all.
Yes, sir. Sir, then can you give an example for mixed supply so that it will be much more clear for me?
I have not touched upon mixed supply. No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll wait. Yes, sir. I get you. Yes, sir.
We are still in standard 2. We will go to standard 3. Okay. Done?
Yes, sir. I just asked. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Come back here. I still, let me repeat it, I'm still want to be only in composite supply, because understand, the moment you freeze out, it is not a composite supply. You'll go back to what? Mixed supply. Because no other option. Either it has to be a composite supply or mixed supply. Or this question itself does not raise. Sir, when this question does not raise? When you don't have more than 2 supply. The academy, which is conducting this course, this academy provides you 2 things. They supply you beautiful material. They also supply you the services. The moment you have 2 things, goods 1 and service 1, the moment you have 2, you are pushed into a discussion of it should be either a composite supply or a mixed supply. You have to go to that discussion. Now, you have in your hand currently all those material that are supplied are treated as all those books, printed contents, whatever it might be. And there is also a service of supplying you either the digital content or supplying you the services. Question before you, composite supply or mixed supply? Whoever answered till now or answered it rightly, so I'm keeping quiet consciously. Okay. A material is given. Ishwar, CK, what you are writing? Ishwar, can you explain why it is mixed supply? Our answer would be composite supply because it is so naturally bundled, and principal supply is going to be your coaching, and what is the rate applicable for coaching? That should be the rate applicable for the entire activity. But I don't know why somebody thinks it's a mixed supply. Element of a mixed supply, there is nothing. Maybe I will take up an example for mixed supply so that all your doubts are getting closed. A belt, a wallet, a watch, a tie, a cufflink used by men's are packed in a box. Belt, tie, wallet, cufflink are packed in a box, sold as a men's gift for 2,999 only. So you can buy a nice wallet, this, that, all items for 2,999. Wallet, tie, cufflink, belt, 4 items. Composite supply, mixed supply. Ishwar CK, if you want, unmute yourself. Your doubt has to be clarified. Okay, I leave the option to you. If you want, you raise your hand so that you have to be, it has to be discussed with you. Yes. All of you answered it rightly. No second thoughts about it. Yes, it is mixed supply. Why is there mixed supply? 2 or more individual supply. Supplied in conjunction with each other, no doubt, for a single price. Can you treat this as a composite supply? It is naturally bundled or not naturally bundled? It is not naturally bundled. So the moment it is not naturally bundled, it will obviously be treated as only what? Mixed supply. I'll give you one more information, one more discussion. Maybe Ishwar, 1 minute. Yes, Ishwar.
Sir,
yes, Ishwar.
Sir, in our academy, they collect a single price for books and services, sir. It can't be separated, no, sir, for books and services.
1 minute. why you are getting into price first. What I told, you have to always first ensure you apply composite supply definition. If it is a composite supply, you will stop there. If it is not a composite supply, only you will get into what? Mixed supply. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So there
Yes,
is
sir.
a supply by RR Academy to you, followed by 2. Once there is a supply by the academy to you, they provide 2 or more taxable supplies, which is 1, printing the book, or the giving you the book which has been already available as a publication to you is one supply. Another supply is providing you digital content and allowing you to access to a interactive sessions. There are not 2 supplies here.
Yes, sir. There are 2 supplies.
Correct. Now, is it naturally bundled or not naturally bundled?
Naturally bundled only, sir.
Ah.
Sir, but books, if the RI Academy provide books, the teaching cannot be provided, no, sir, for that.
For what?
If only RI Academy provide books, there will be no value for that coaching, no, sir.
No, you cannot say like that. If they sell only the book, there are people who are interested only buying that book. Okay, to them they sell the book. Will it be covered by composite supply?
Covered by composite supply, sir.
They buy only book.
Composite supply for
Huh?
single price. Yes, sir. Composite supply.
No further. Let me repeat my question. They come and buy only the book. They come to you, buy certain scanners, come to you, buy certain materials of which are being shared by the respective faculty, which is being available as a book. Do you have only one supply or do you have 2 supply there?
2 supplies, sir.
Huh?
2
or 1 supply?
1 supply, sir.
When there is only 1 supply, is it a supply or composite supply or mixed supply?
Supply.
Huh?
Supply.
Will not come.
Yes, sir.
So you should have 2 elements. Let me repeat it. I should transport you by train and I supply you food. Then only the need for composite supply comes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I should sell you a laptop with a preloaded software in it, OS in it. Then only what comes? Composite supply steps in or mixed supply steps in. 2 or more.
Yes, sir.
I have given you only laptop. Then it is supply, composite supply or mixed supply.
Only supply.
That's all. Now, can able to appreciate it better.
Yes, sir.
You have doubt?
Yes, sir. But I can't understand but the service provided by the RI Academy cannot be separated, no, sir. In reality.
There. Let me repeat it. You are not exposed to certain situations. You don't know about it. That's all.
Okay.
There are people, I know, there are people who are interested in buying only our materials. They are very clear. Sir, your material alone you give. We don't want the session at all. We will not come to your class also. I know people. So you are not aware of few people. So you may be thinking that it is not done like that and it will not be meaningful to you. Just for your information, some of the people who are all at senior level, they are all working. They are all placed in certain government organizations. They cannot come like an individual, like a young student, participate in various sessions. They are interested only taking the material. Yes.
Sir.
Now you say, is it a supply or a composite supply or mixed supply?
Composite supply.
Huh?
Composite supply.
Only book ma.
Book na veru supply, sir.
Okay va?
Okay.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Unmute பண்ணிக்கோ. Vidya Shankar. Yes, Vidya Shankar.
Sir, நீங்க அந்த மொபைல் போன் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொன்னீங்களா சார்? இப்போ போன் பிளஸ் இயர்போன்ஸ் பிளஸ் சார்ஜர்ஸ் சார். ஆனா இப்போ வர OnePlus போன்ஸ்ல, MI போன்ஸ்ல எல்லா மொபைல் போன்ஸ்லயுமே இயர்போன்ஸ் தரது இல்ல சார். சோ மொபைல் போன் பிளஸ் சார்ஜர் மட்டும் தான் தராங்க. அதே கம்பெனியோட இயர்போன்ஸும் அடிஷனல் பிரைஸ்க்கு பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் சார். அப்போ அது வந்து காம்போசிட்டா மிக்சரா சார்?
Now question is this: are you going to pay money separately for that? Are you going to be part of this box?
Sir, pay separately, sir.
So, are you buying a single supply, composite supply, or mixed supply?
Mixed supply, sir.
Why mixed supply?
Sir, phone தனியா price pay பண்றோம், earphones தனியா price pay பண்றோம், sir.
Okay, அப்ப எப்படி அது mixed supply ஆகும்? அதே டப்பாக்குள்ள இருக்கா? This is a separate item. That is a separate item.
Yes, sir.
Then is it not a separate supply? You
Yes,
go
sir. Yes.
to a store. See, maybe build together, brother. Let me repeat it. Don't get carried away by my dears. Don't get carried away by the billing. Let me repeat. You will go select in the site mobile phone, come to the accessories, select earphone. Both will come and appear in your bill. Is it a two single supplies or a mixed supply?
Sir, two single supplies, sir.
Earphone rate will be applicable for earphone rate. In the mobile phone, there is two items now. Not two items, three items. A 1 year warranty, mobile phone, and a charger. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Composite supply, mixed supply.
Composite supply.
அந்த மூணுத்துக்கு மட்டும் சொல்லணும். 1 year warranty, charger, and OnePlus phone. Composite, mixed.
Composite, sir.
அவ்வளவுதான். Let me repeat it. First of all, something should come in combo. It should be built like that. It should be built like that. It should be delivered like that. Then only the discussion starts. Sir, I purchased headset separately. I purchased charger separately. With due respects, I know people, when they procure the mobile, specifically OnePlus phone, because that example came, I will say, OnePlus phone, they will place order. They will place an order for an additional charger. They will place an order for OnePlus headset.
Yes,
Is
sir.
the three items purchased or mixed supply? It's three single supply or mixed supply?
Sir,
Yes,
mixed
sir.
supply.
Charger வாங்குறாரு. ஆபீஸ்ல ஒரு சார்ஜர், வீட்ல ஒரு சார்ஜர்.
Sir, mixed supply, sir.
நான் கேக்குறேன், எனக்கு தெரியல. ஜஸ்ட் நீங்க வெப்சைட்ல போயிட்டு 3 ஐட்டமை செக் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. ஓகே?
Yes,
Sorry.
sir.
You have selected 3 items. It's on your cart and you checked it out. It's 3 single supply or mixed supply. You bought a mobile phone, you bought
Yes,
a
sir.
headset, and you bought a charger. All are 3 different. Now, it's 3 single supply or mixed supply. I get answers on the chat box. Whoever answered till now, all are right. Whoever answered. It's a question, open question, not only to Vidya Shankar. Everybody. Yes. It's 3 individual supplies, Vidya Shankar. Because
Okay.
one has no connection with it. Look at that word, conjunction. Conjunction means டப்பாக்குள்ள போடணும்.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
மூணுமே ஒரு பெரிய டப்பாக்குள்ள வரும் சார். That is for logistics, for transportation. See, it's only by over a period of time you can understand it. But hope you could able to appreciate it. It's not
Yes,
a
sir.
supply. I'm sorry, Deepa, no, Abdul Hani, no. It is not a mixed supply. It is 3 single supplies. Yes, Vidya Shankar. You have any other?
Thank you, sir. Yes, I got it, sir.
Thank you. Karthik Narayan. Yes, sir.
Sir, initially you said an example of an traveling in train and supplying of food services during the train. It is actually a mixed supplier and composite supply. So it is mixed supply only. So, because there is no there is no obligation, or it is not a natural. It's not an ordinary course of business. The train services.
Train, Karthik Narayanan. Shadapati train. Have I used the word?
Oh, then it is okay, sir. In general train, if they supply.
Shadapati.
Okay, sir. Now clear, sir.
If I miss to use that word, I am using it word now consciously, Karthik Narayanan. In a Shadapti, it is not Rajdhani. It's not a regular train. It's a Shadapti train.
Yes, sir. But in the if in the other trains like normal trains, if they supply food services now, it will be mixed supply, no, sir.
Is it a mixed supply or it is two different supplies? Think it's two different supply or mixed supply?
No, sir. Two different supplies. Oh my God.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
See, understand in this point, this word conjunction is more important. The word conjunction means it has to be supplied together. Okay, together, it's more important. Done? Yes. Anybody have any doubts? Let me repeat, it's an experience by itself. You have to think about it. I'll give you a few examples. Quick, we are running short of time. I have another meeting where I have to go and start it. Quickly, I'll take it up. A laptop which comes with a bag. A laptop and a bag is given. Composite supply, mixed supply. Laptop plus bag plus cable, charger, this, that, ella. Composite supply, mixed supply. Yes, start answering that. You'll get answers. Laptop, bag, and this time, oh yes, operating software. All that is put and laptop, bag, and software. Yes, composite supply, mixed supply. Composite supply. Why, sir? 3 items, no doubt about it. Naturally bundled. Naturally bundled. Kindly note, for that industry, that company, it might be naturally bundled. You're going to buy IBM, IBM will not give bag. But Dell, from their origin days, they are giving bag. Till today, there are good number of people fond of Dell because the bag will be more cute than the laptop itself. Because you would have thought about everything in it. Ishwar P, check your answer. It's going to be a composite supply. Kindly appreciate it. A laptop and a bag, it's going to be a composite supply. Lysol, that's an example, but any other cleaning agent company comes up with a product which is going to be a floor cleaner and a washroom cleaner for 200 rupees flat. It's going to be 2 items are mapped together, wrapped together, sold to you. Composite supply, mixed supply. Quick. Subbalakshmi, check your answer. Subbalakshmi, check your answer. Is it naturally bundled? Check your answer. There you will get answer. Mixed supply, as it is not naturally bundled. It's a mixed supply. Let me repeat. It's a mixed supply. A lot of you are right, but for 1 or 2, mixed supply. Good. Almost all now till all of us are right here. Getting into it, this time Faber-Castell, a company who's more involved in making all those printing and stationery items, comes up with a oil paint plus sketch plus wax crayon plus color pencil. Whatever he has, he puts all into one pack. Comes with a unique price of 2,199 only. Oil paint, sketch, color, and wax crayons. All this comes. Subbalakshmi, Lavanya, Dhanlakshmi, Aisha. Check your answers. Kindly. Harish, check your answer. 5-6 packs, 5-6 individual items are packed together, comes up to you at a single price. Think for a minute about the project perspective, then you can decide, is it a composite supply or mixed supply? It should be a mixed supply. Let me repeat, it's a mixed supply because very simple, 4 or 5 items together you put and supply it. It should be treated as a mixed supply. See, this is a discussion by itself. Over a period of time happens. Okay. First question. in a transaction, in a transaction, in one transaction, two or more goods, two or more services, goods or services, any combination should be there. Then only you will pitch in for a question of whether there is a composite supply or mixed supply. Composite supply means it should be supplied in conjunction with each other, naturally bundled in the ordinary course of business, of which one is a predominant supply, main supply. You will say sketch is main, color pencil is main, wax is main, or oil paint is main. What you will say main? I'll give you another example. In oil paint box, I will have one brush, thin brush. I will have one more brush, thick brush. I will have a oil paint removing agent. In a box of oil paint, I have now 3 items: brush, oil paint colors, various oil paint colors, and oil paint removing agent. Okay, 3 items I have. Now, inside an oil paint, I have 3 agents, no. 3 goods, no. 3 goods only I am supplying it to, no. Now, it is a composite supply or mixed supply. Deepa, you have to check your understanding. Mukesh, check your understanding. Composite supply. Why, sir? Main item is oil paint. Composite supply. Yeah, I have typed it as CSR. Through it's again and again an experience. You have to read it and read it at one level. You have to stop at one level and start thinking of products, and you have to understand by yourself one after the product. If you buy a soap, one pen will be given to you as free. Composite supply, mixed supply, single supply. Be careful, be careful. 1 minute, be careful. If you buy a goods, if you buy a soap, a pen will be given to you free. Single supply, composite supply, mixed supply, none of the above. Mixed supply, huh? Deepa? Mixed supply. Composite supply. Why composite supply? So you use soap for pen for soap or soap for pen. Free, man. Free. When something is free, why you are bringing into this discussion? There you have a single supply of soap. When you buy a soap, this is free. When you buy 1 kg sugar, a spoon is free. Single supply. What is sold? Sugar packet. That free and all 100 things will come as free. Why should I bother about free items? What is going to be taxable? Sugar packet. Can you able to understand this logic? Now I'll give you a little different example this time. Honestly, detergent is put in a bucket and sold along with the bucket. A detergent is put in a bucket and sold along with a bucket. You have a bucket and a detergent. Of course, detergent is only 2 kgs, but bucket is a very big bucket, okay, which comes with thick plastic. Composite supply, mixed supply, single supply. It's not free and all. Bucket has a cost associated with it. Composite supply, mixed supply, single supply. Sir, you have to put the washing powder inside the water, inside the bucket and use it, so it is composite supply. Okay? It's a single supply. I am sorry. No, it's not free. If it is free, I should have told it. I'm sorry, my dear. It is not free. There is a money involved in it. I'm keeping mum. 1 kg, if you buy 30 rupees, my powder. But for 2 kgs, I put 70 rupees. Boss, 2 kgs, you should reduce price. Now I put 70 rupees and put a bucket, which means bucket cost indirectly I collected. Question before you. Composite supply or mixed supply? Answer would be mixed supply. A lot of you are all right. It's not free. It's given at a price. Mixed supply. True. Yes. For spoon, I told it is free. Am I right, Mr. Parthiban? For spoon, I told by myself very clearly that it is given as free. For detergent bucket, did I told free? That's the difference. That's the difference for understanding. Sir, something is free, you don't bother about that item. If it is not free and it contains some item, then bother about it. True? Yes. Last 2 questions before we wind up. Question number 1. Very tough. To my perception, it is very tough. Paste and brush comes in a pack. Saver pack. Paste and brush. Composite supply, mixed supply. Paste and brush. Till now, whoever answered, all are answered correctly. Ishwar, check your answer. John Abed, check your answer. Jayanand, check your answer. Jayanand, Aisha, check your answer. Ishwar P, check your answer. Yes, Ishwar.
Sir, composite supplyக்கும் mixed supplyக்கும் நிறைய difference confuse ஆகுது sir.
நிறைய
கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகுது சார், எனக்கு ரொம்ப கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகுது.
என்ன எப்படி?
இப்போ வந்து பிரஷ் அண்ட் இது பேஸ்ட் வந்து ரெண்டுமே கம்போசிட் ஆனது தானே சார். இது வாங்கினா அது யூஸ் ஆகும்ல சார். இப்போ மொபைல் வாங்கினா சார்ஜர் ஃப்ரீயா தரான், அப்போ சார்ஜரும்
Charger is not free. Who told charger is free?
Sir, I'm not telling that brush is also not free, no sir. The brush oda rate வந்து பேஸ்ட்ல இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணி தானே சார் தரான்.
Who told? I never told it's a free item. I told brush and paste a saver pack. What do you mean by a saver pack? If you buy individually, you will be charged more. You buy together, you will be charged less. That's all. It's a saver pack. You buy paste 100 rupees. Brush, one brush, 80 rupees. Instead of 180 you're spending, saver pack, 150 rupees. Take this.
But it can also be sold separately.
How? Inside saver pack you never saw, Ishwar.
Yes sir, I saw sir.
You saw Ishwar. You saw saver pack, no?
Yes sir.
Can you sell it individually?
No sir.
How it will be packed? Together or separately?
Together.
You now say me, composite supply or mixed supply?
Mixed supply, sir. One more example, sir. You told that soap powder and bathtub, no sir?
Correct.
Sir, in bathtub and soap can be separated, no sir? Separately sold, no sir? How can it be sold as saver pack, sir?
Sir, I will put the powder inside it and wrap it accordingly. Sir, that's a packing challenge. Ishwar.
Yes sir.
It's a packing challenge. How you can say it is? My point here is it's going to be a mixed supply only. It cannot be treated as a composite supply at all.
Sir, if there is a principle, means it's a composite. It's not a principle, it's a mixed, sir.
No, wrong understanding. Naturally bundled means composite. Not naturally bundled means mixed. Okay. Supply to be emphasized on naturally bundled, not naturally bundled. Not
in case of brush and toothpaste, it is unnaturally bundled, so it is mixed supply.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
Correct.
I understood.
And detergent, same.
Unnaturally bundled.
And tie, same.
Yes, sir.
You take it up every example. My last example for the day before we close is chocolate, biscuit, dairy milk, bread, jam, ketchup. Packed
supply.
Packed together.
Mixed supply, sir. Mixed supply.
இது ஒரு கேம் நீ மாட்டிக்கு விளையாட்டு நேருகலாம் ஜாலியா ஓகேவா?
Okay sir.
One thing, we will close today's discussion exactly what over here you all understood, appreciated section 7 and 8. So thank you all for effective and patient listening.